Okay, welcome back and happy to see you. We are going to continue on the bad choices you might make and discuss them. Now it's time for front end, no surprise. So front end after the database, I think is very important. Well, all of them are important, but let's discuss the front end at the second stage and see what causes the damage to the front end project. Now, if you don't know that, front end usually means the web page, and web pages are HTML, CSS, whatever you see on facebook.com. Therefore, we can call it front end, like any kind of web applications. What really causes damage to them? What really causes them to slow down? What causes these front-end applications to fail or be hard to maintain? Now we're gonna discuss one by one. The first of all, and one of the most largest mistakes ever somebody makes, is too many frameworks and too many distractions to fall into. Understand one thing: JavaScript is easy, and so many people create their own frameworks over weekend. And if you want to follow those people, and if you want to follow products like that, and be reading about it, and then discussing about it, and then thinking, let's bring it into our project, this distraction never ends. Therefore, you need to choose one good library, one good framework, and then build everything on top of that, which would be lasting for a decade. Now, in a front-end environment, it's a bit hard to say how long something's going to last, but I see what is built in jQuery, like old technology, still works today fine, perfectly. And that shows something simpler is going to just be easier to use and going to be lasting much longer time. Second thing is using every new library. So if you go and see, okay, like there are 50 libraries for fetching information from cloud, from API, like REST APIs, and if you're just gonna go and check one by one and then add them every week or every 2 sprint into your project, you're gonna be distracting yourself. Like calling HTTP APIs is just like 15 years, like what it is now. It's gonna be probably for the next 20 years, same thing. You don't need to change the library every week or weekend. And I see a lot of people actually fall into this, and they just go and add libraries and add libraries and add libraries, and it's just, when you can get some events by pure JavaScript, why go and add a large amount of libraries into your project and then continuing doing that? Okay, the third thing is very sad, and it's really pity to talk about, which is there is no good choice in the front end. Now, front ends major frameworks are Angular, React, Vue.js, but none of them are good enough, and all of them include a lot of anti-patterns. Either they're heavy or having so many other hidden problems that you would realize after a year working with them. Now, my experience says the React is the best option so far between them, because it's very lightweight in comparison with Angular, for example, and it has more features than Vue.js and implements better software practice and design. So the product you will build with the React, considering the community around it, it's going to be just more sophisticated. Now, I see a lot of projects with the Angular, and unfortunately, because the export size is too large, and the API is changing often, and it has so much complex things inside it, it's just not a good choice for the products, and it's going to delay building the software and affect the quality terribly, like so much in the end, especially if you add material design to it. If you just got stuck in the libraries coming with that and lots of store and all those things, you're just going to be building a front-end application for you, for programmers, not for the end customers. Now, I have created this Academy X, the project, which I'm going to show later on the course. And it is very lightweight. When you're getting it's like 400 kilobytes in React, it's super performant. And I have failed several times on Angular in the past when I was working with them. So I don't recommend to any client or anybody to use it, especially also same goes for Vue.js. It's much more lightweight from the size, but now it has very weird type of coding. And I have seen projects done on Vue.js like terribly bad code quality. Now, putting all these things together, I build in React and I recommend React.js for other projects. So thank you for watching this chapter, and we will see you in the next one.